Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Canada. This is Superhero Wednesday with a lad. Football. Ooh, football. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Superhero Wednesday. Now, there's been a slightly biggish topic on my mind regarding the new Batman film. Apparently, yeah, if you're new to the channel, we'll subscribe and shit. Not kid friendly, I'm going to swear, who cares? But there's a lot of questions surrounding Robert Pattinson's Batman and a lot of things I've read online and stuff about future villains getting solo films. And I thought, that is fucking awesome. We've kind of touched upon this before, years ago. But which Batman villain would I give their next the next solo villain film to? Oh. The Joker, massive success, amazing film. A lot of split opinions and it's divided a lot of people. If you haven't seen that film, watch it. It's absolutely beautiful. Look, Batman is one of the few superheroes, I would also put Spider-Man in this category, that has such a rogues gallery of villains that are pretty much, on a whole, I better get that, absolutely fantastic and amazing and beautiful. And you can pick any of these villains and you could argue a case for them to be getting the, argue a case for them to have their own solo film. What I've done, I've just chosen the one because I'm super intrigued about this character. The thumbnail and stuff probably gives it all away. You just clicked on the video because you want my thoughts and opinions, this fucking idiot here. But I've gone for the Riddler. I fucking love the Riddler, and of course I'll give a few examples and stuff, but right, I'm not only gone for the Riddler, I'm saying Neil Patrick Harris should play the Riddler, hence why he's in the thumbnail. I think it would be phenomenal. So when I googled a picture of Neil Patrick Harris to put in the thumbnail, apparently this is already a thing people have been crying out for years. I've just missed it by sheer idiocy. Idiocy? Patrick Harris, his quirky mannerisms, the way he dances and flows, and he could be a bit nerdy and stuff, and he could be intense and crazy and maybe even slightly intimidating if needs be. He's a fucking phenomenal actor, and quite a few times he gets overlooked. He's got quite a decent catalogue of roles and stuff that he's played and different genres of stuff that he's done. He's a phenomenal actor, and I've always loved him, especially from How I Met Your Mother. Neil Patrick Harris, please be the Riddler. But anyway, here's a few reasons as to why I want and I would love to get the Riddler to have his own solo film. Let's just sell the Riddler first. The Riddler is amazing. Okay, now, the best thing about Batman is because Batman can go on a massive fighting spree with people. He can go up against, if it's about the brawns, if it's about sort of weird genetic science, if it's all about using his detective skills, and if it's all about using his sheer intelligence. Now, the Riddler's a great villain because if you're sick of the typical, let's beat you up, I save the day, but a battle of the minds, a true wit, who is actually smarter, this would be an amazing film. Edward Nygma, I mean, there's a few other really smart villains, of course, but it's the way that he shows his intelligence. I should have started off with a riddle, maybe, actually, myself. I only know one riddle. What goes up but doesn't come down? I'll let you know at the end of the video, if I remember. The way the Riddler is with his intelligence and how he sets his plans and his traps and how he does his shit to come up against Batman is just so fucking beautiful and unique and flawless, and I've always been captivated by it, especially in the games. In the games when you're going around solving the riddles and stuff. If you did anything like that in a film, me personally, I don't know about you guys, obviously this is the point where you disagree or agree or whatever, give your own thoughts and opinions. I love them, and I always thought that would be an amazing in the film, and I would be so entertained watching that story. Is arguably one of Batman's most mentally not well villains. A lot of his villains aren't mentally stable and mentally well, and he's really up there. His ego, and he hates being beaten. He always wants to one-up the Bat, and he's so desperate. He tries really hard just to try and beat the Bat. What more riddles can he do? Some of his riddles can get really sick and twisted and insane, kind of like a weird game of Saw in some aspects of Batman's history. The whole setting of because obviously it'd be Gotham. But you get to a really nitty gritty underground sort of scenes. You'll see loads of minions and stuff, and sort of like, oh, we finally solved the case. Not really, somebody else was pulling the strings. Who was pulling the strings? Obviously us as the audience though, but Batman hasn't sussed onto it yet. Oh, it's been Edward Nygma the whole time. And then you don't even have to include Batman, because if you just watched, well, the presence of Batman would be really cool in it, because I mean, it's supposed to be a solo film. And I don't really think I've saw it as a solo film. The presence of Batman would be amazing, but to watch this man slowly kind of like the Joker deteriorate into his own madness, talking to himself. The mirror images, seeing himself as the Riddler and Edward. The battle between who's going to control the mind would be so fascinating to watch. Seeing how he thinks and plans out what he can do. You know, maps everywhere, looking about, I can do here, we can plan here, we can set up a riddle this will be our grand finale type thing. It's very theatrical. That's another reason why Neil Patrick Harris should play him. I just think all of that would be absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, you could maybe have like he set up loads of riddles for the Bat, but we never see the Bat. We just know that they've been solved in the background, but the Batman still can't quite get to him, and he's counting that as a win. Like, well, you may have solved that riddle, but you can't get to me. You could maybe hear a sort of communications he's hacked into the Bat signal and stuff, and he's you can hear Batman at one end say, "Enigma, I know where you are. I'm coming to get you." He's like, "No, you can't, Batman. Answer me these riddles 3." I just think all of it would be so engaging and intense and fun. You could do it really, really dark with like humour that's not supposed to be funny, but Enigma's finding it funny, kind of like the Joker-esque, but a lot different and twisted. Then you can watch him break down and slowly collapse and just the Riddler starting to eat at the mind of Edward and really take over. I just think it would be some really great storytelling, provided who writes and directs and produces and stuff, and who does the whole screenplay for it. I think that would be such a cool film. My points, visuals. I don't know how long this video was. It's probably quite short. Newcastle are quite literally about to play anyway, so it's kind of good. The videos aren't the best anyway. It's just fat Dan ranting away. Nice, and I do have a harmonica. Why? For reasons. Let me know in the comments below who you would love to get a solo film from Batman's villain list, because there are a few villains in the world that you could really do this with. Like, Spider-Man, Green Goblin would be a cool one. Venom, I think point proven on the film alone, because that was a really good film. Again, another one that sort of divided opinions. The Riddler, Joker on Batman side of things. Someone like Bane, maybe not. Deathstroke, 100% yes. Ivy, possibly Ivy. Catwoman, not so much. Catwoman, a newer version, maybe awesome. Who else would really work? Mr. Freeze, Penguin would be quite cool. Black Mask, we're getting him in fucking thingy. I guess Harley's got her own kind of solo, but it's not solo. She's just the main character. The Suicide Squad tried, failed. The Joker's definitely the biggie, obviously you're going to take it for that. But anyway, let me know in the comments below who you think, and if you think my ideas, you agree, or if you think I'm a big fat idiot, or you can agree with this and call it a big fat idiot anyway, if you like. As yours, I spat on my leg, that was disgusting. Hopefully you did enjoy my little sort of weird talky thingy before the football, lad, and visuals. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for the love and support, remember to always keep being you and keep on, sling it on.